Hi and welcome to another edition of probier.at following the Brewers Advent Calendar by Kalea. And I'm Martin, I'm a beer blogger from Vienna, Austria, and I'm trying to introduce you to some of the beers you got from this calendar. And today you got a can of one of the not first IPAs we got in Austria, but one of the first that was brewed in a larger scale, and it's by Rieder Brewery, and it's simply called India Pale Ale. So it's an IPA, and the town of Ried is let's say halfway between Vienna and the German border, if you go on the highway to Germany. And it's a small, tiny town. I don't know the number of inhabitants, but it's not that big, but it has a large brewing history, and the brewery there is a cooperative brewery, which is not too common in Austria, but there's one in Ried still operating, and they have a regular core range of classical Austrian German beer styles, but one of their brewmaster is very creative, and he's trying to invent foreign new wild beer styles and brew them on the pilot system. And with the IPA they already got to the big system, and it's a huge success. People seem to love the IPA beer style, and I hope you're gonna love this IPA from Austria as well. It's not a West Coast, neither an East Coast IPA. It's kind of different, but you still will get the IPA feeling. So let's open this one. It has 6.0% ABV, 15.3 degree Plato, and whoever is interested in the temperature should be 6 to 7 degrees out of the fridge. And look at that, dark orange amber, a little bit hazy, and not too intense, creamy head, very dense, some lacing on the glass. It's got the aroma. Yeah, you have on the one side you have the aroma hops that you might know from your local IPA. It has some kind of fruitiness like peach or grapefruit, some floral aroma. But on the other hand, it's quite malty. It has some biscuity malt, a little bit of caramel in the aroma. And I can tell you already, this IPA is more on the malty side. So it has a lot of hops in there. Unfortunately, I don't know the IBU on this one, but it's not that strong, but still, let's taste it. Yeah, it's very malt forward, but it's well balanced with the fruitiness, with the grapefruit, a little bit of sourness from the grapefruit aroma. The peach is still there. It has some resinous, and yeah, still. If you take the first sip and you take the second one, you still got the malty flavor on your tongue. But still, I think it's quite a well balanced one, and it's a good alternative to a very fruity West Coast IPA or a rather bitter one from the East Coast. So this is maybe more or less the British approach to the original IPA, and it's very much on the malty side. The body is rather a medium one, nice carbonation for an IPA. Has a creamy mouthfeel, so that's quite okay for that kind of beer style. And of course, it's also easy drinking, and that's what is most important for beer. And in the aftertaste, the beer gets a little bit drier. With that, it gets a little bit more bitter. The maltiness is still there, but the bitterness rises. It has resin spicy hops that turns out more than before. Some caramel is still there, but even though it gets a little bit more bitter, I think still this one is a quite well balanced a beer, maybe an IPA that you've never had before, but that's the reason why you buy such things like the beer calendar. Let's give this one a rating, and I would say for an Austrian IPA, this one by Rieder Brewery from Upper Austria, this is a really 4 out of 5 by probier.at for the Rieder IPA India Pale Ale from Upper Austria. If you ever come to Austria, don't miss this brewery. If you drive on the highway from, let's say, Nuremberg to Vienna, it's right on next to the highway, so it's a nice detour visiting the brewery, nice guys there, and don't miss that one. And yeah, all I can wish you now is have a lot of fun with the Brewer's Advent Calendar. There are 5 more beers to go, so maybe we see each other. If you subscribe to my channel, there will be a lot of more beers from Austria, Germany, and all around the world. I say thank you for subscribing, and see you later. Cheers.